Covers bands versus original bands. When I started out in the UK and learnt to play and started gigging, we always did originals. Occasionally we might chuck a couple of covers in, but really we were an originals band. And all the musicians and all our friends and all the people in the scene around us were original musicians too. We just weren't interested in playing covers. I didn't see much point in it. When I came to New Zealand, it was completely different. It seemed that every advertisement for a musician was for a covers band, and original bands were sort of frowned upon, and they certainly were second rate. And I couldn't really work out why. And then the penny dropped. The thing is with New Zealand is that if you wanted to see a really large band, like over the years, Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, those sort of bands, they would come here and play and do a festival or a large sort of venue. But the mid-sized bands who we were sort of spoilt by and had so many of in the UK, and I'm sure the same in America and Canada and so on, they were very unlikely to come here and play. Yet the Kiwis could hear their music on the radio and access that music because we have a very high number of radio stations in New Zealand. So you were unlikely to see that band play that music. Therefore, if that music were proving popular, a covers band would put it into its set, and that's the closest you were going to get to hearing that. And that makes sense to me. And I don't know how much that's still a thing here, but I do feel a little sad for a lot of Kiwis that grew up, perhaps, I don't know, 70s, 80s, 90s, all those eras, perhaps even to the 2000s, predominantly feeling like they needed to play covers or that was the only way they were going to get anywhere musically. When back home, call it home, this is home now, but the scene was so vibrant and the number of venues for original bands, it just wasn't really a covers scene. So here you go, a bit of a difference, a bit of a culture shock when I got here, but I still don't play covers. I still wouldn't dream of recording and releasing a cover. I just don't really see the point.